inching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Back to throw. Rested. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Calling a loss of 5. A good save to bring up third down.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up. Looking for a better play coming up on third. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Las Vegas sending out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Weston. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Okay, break.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply the offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Weston. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Weston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Play action. Weston on the move to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A disastrous loss there on 1st and goal, and the sack sets him back big time. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game, he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Charger drive about to get going. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. The Chargers at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
Now Jones. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. He gets this to Davante Adams. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 52 yards.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from the defender.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Weston. He hits Adams, complete. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now we're first and 10 at the 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Back to throw. Weston. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point up and through. And it's now 17-14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 17.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated. Time adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflect.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Weston. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Their partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Deliver and accept it. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Weston. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And some room to work. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Raiders 31, Chargers 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang it.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the gun on third down, Weston. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 41-yard punt, given 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense in that quarter.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. I mean, just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. If they got you the football, gave you a great opportunity, you got to cash in and get some points.
To throw on 3rd down. Weston is swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
The gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard.
On play action, they'll throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only did they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s? Oh, yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Chargers 21.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man complete. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Weston. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's the Raiders punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. It's fielded at the 45. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something we're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Big Raekwon Davis, the man fighting in for that sack. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's playing well in between being dumped on his back, but every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. To throw on third down, Weston. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
And 10 at the 30-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Weston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready. Hey, watch you.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 8, it's 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point forthcoming. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Raiders 48, Chargers 28.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And the Chargers.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. At this point, down big. You'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Las Vegas, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory.